This video is brought to you by Warner Brothers.
Give it a wave. Apparently not.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 ways Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone perfectly sets up the wizarding world.
We're ready for you now. Follow me.
Hey! Pea-brain! If Snape could catch it on that old broomstick, you can. You're the youngest seeker in a century.
For this list, we're looking at the special effects, designs, and other production elements introduced in the first magical film that would go on to influence the rest of the series. What do you think is the most influential part of the movie? Conjure up your answers in the comments below. Number 10. Introducing Animagi.
I should have known that you would be here. Professor McGonagall?
Within the first few minutes of the movie, we see a seemingly ordinary cat suddenly turn into Professor McGonagall. This transformation was possible because she's what's known in the wizarding world as an animagus. Professor McGonagall showed that Animagi could become animals pretty much instantly.
Can you imagine the look on old McGonagall's face if we were late?
Since they could also blend in without us noticing they were there. An animagus like Peter Pettigrew could pretend to be Ron's pet rat Scabbers for years. Although Wormtail's true identity wouldn't be uncovered for years, McGonagall still laid the groundwork for this animagus reveal early on in the series. She taught us a lesson that we didn't even know we needed.
That was bloody brilliant.
Oh, thank you for that assessment, Mr. Weasley.
Number 9. Designing Diagon Alley perfectly. After Hagrid taps some bricks behind the leaky cauldron, the wall splits to reveal Diagon Alley.
Welcome, Harry, to Diagon Alley.
Harry's look of wonder mirrored our own. The shopping center was packed with people in cool robes, magical creatures, and new brooms on display.
Wow, look at it! The new Nimbus 2000! It's the fastest model yet.
And according to Insight Edition's Harry Potter Film Vault collection, Diagon Alley was one of the first sets to be built. In addition to being part of the very foundation of the film series, this location also set up several plot points. Harry spots a snowy owl before he gets Hedwig. He also hears about the Nimbus 2000 before his pet owl delivers it. It turns out that Diagon Alley is a well-designed location where you can find plenty of foreshadowing.
Well, there's your money, Harry. Gringotts, the Wizard Bank. Take no safer place, not one, except perhaps Hogwarts.
Number 8. Making flying sensible and exciting. Speaking of brooms, the first movie took time to show us all the nuances of flight. Although most magical people are seemingly able to use them, not everyone is good at flying. Brooms also made a distinctive sound as they streaked through the air in all kinds of directions. And a witch or wizard could operate a new or old model at a moment's notice. Whether Harry was pursuing Voldemort or playing Quidditch, all these flight mechanics came into play throughout the series. Flying looked and sounded so fun that we wanted to soar into the air on our own household brooms. Sadly, we were never able to reach the heights Harry rose to on his trusty Nimbus 2000.
It's a Nimbus 2000!
This video is brought to you by Warner Brothers. After this countdown, be sure to check out our amazing Rube Goldberg machine inspired by Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Link in description. Number 7. Arriving at Hogwarts. It was important for us to see how creepy the Forbidden Forest was firsthand to prepare us for a number of scary encounters there. And learning about the Hogwarts Express train that brought students to school was vital for many future story beats. But the most significant location we saw was the exterior of Hogwarts. The castle's sprawling design instantly conveyed its immense size and magical nature. This made audiences believe that Hogwarts could hold a nearly limitless number of rooms and secrets. While we didn't see the entirety of the school in the first film, the castle's gigantic scale made us excited to explore it. We think we'll skip the third-floor corridor, though.
Third-floor corridor on the right-hand side is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to die a most painful death.
Number 6. Showing how wands work.
I still need a wand.
A wand? Well, you want Ollivanders. There ain't no place better.
Wands are easily the most important weapon in a witch or wizard's arsenal. The first film showed us that a variety of spells could be performed with the right words and proper movement. And from Charms class to Ollivander's shop, we saw that no two wands looked exactly the same. While those aspects, as well as the visual and sound effects that came with them, were all important, there's one fact that was most significant.
The wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter. It's not always clear why.
Unlike brooms, wizards are meant to use specific wands. This seemingly small detail eventually became a major reason Harry ultimately defeated Voldemort. Learning about wands in the first film was important for both audiences and the future of the wizarding world.
It is curious that you should be destined for this wand when its brother gave you that scar.
Number 5. Rendering creatures with digital effects. There are many different magical creatures in the wizarding world, but one major thing most of them have in common is that they were created with digital effects.
What do they think they're doing? Keeping a thing like that locked up in a school.
From the massive Fluffy's 3 heads to the tiny dragon named Norbert, the series leaned heavily on CGI for its creatures.
That's not just a dragon. That's a Norwegian ridgeback. My brother Charlie works with these in Romania.
And by incorporating practical effects like disgusting drool or an unconscious troll on the bathroom floor, the creature scenes felt like they were fully part of the world. By committing to rendering trolls, dragons, and more with CGI effects early on, the film paved the way for even more visually stunning creations in the future.
Harry Potter, this is where I leave you. You're safe now. Good luck.
Number 4. Emphasizing the importance of friendship and love.
Do you talk to people often? You're from Burma, aren't you? Was it nice there? Do you miss your family? I see. That's me as well. I never knew my parents either.
When Sorcerer's Stone begins, Harry is a fairly isolated child who has more pleasant conversations with snakes than his Muggle relatives. His lonely upbringing is probably why he forms such tight bonds with Ron and Hermione right away. Their friendship and support enables Harry to confront Voldemort. However, he wouldn't have defeated the villain were it not for the power of love.
What is this magic?
Lily Potter's choice to sacrifice herself for her beloved son gave him magical protection against the Dark Lord. By the movie's end, Harry never forgets how important love and friendship are when fighting against evil. Since both themes become part of complex magical concepts later on, it was vital to see how important they were right away.
This kind of mark cannot be seen. It lives in your very skin.
What is it?
Love, Harry. Love.
This video is brought to you by Warner Brothers. After this countdown, be sure to check out our amazing Rube Goldberg machine inspired by Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Link in description. Number 3. Using practical makeup and tricks.
Hello, Harry.
Hi, Hagrid. Whoa!
Instead of solely depending on special effects to bring the half-giant Hagrid to the screen, a lot of practical methods were used to make him look massive. A combination of forced perspective shots, body doubles, and even having him use smaller silverware made us believe he was so tall. Practical effects were also used for the goblins.
Hagrid, what exactly are these things?
They're goblins, Harry.
A section of the Harry Potter Film Vault collection details how individual silicone heads were crafted for each of them. Given the sheer amount of goblins that appear on screen, it is an incredible practical feat. The effort taken on these practical effects helped immerse us deeper into the world. And the techniques used to create goblins and Hagrid practically would continue to wow us throughout the series.
No more questions. Don't ask any more questions. That's top secret, that is.
Number 2. Composing Hedwig's theme. One of the pieces of music we hear in the film is Hedwig's theme, which has become as synonymous with Harry Potter as lightning bolt scars and Hogwarts acceptance letters. This iconic leitmotif constantly plays in the background of the Wizarding World. Not only is this theme played in every Wizarding World film, but it appears in Sorcerer's Stone's story thanks to Hagrid.
Of course. What is it?
Composed by the legendary John Williams, this song always carries a sense of mystery, majesty, and magic into any scene where it appears. Who knew that a melody named after Harry's pet owl would become the defining tune of the entire franchise?
Dear Mr. Potter, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Number 1. Making superb casting decisions.
Mr. Potter, our new celebrity.
Everyone who helped cast people for the first film deserves to be given a heap of gold from Harry's Gringotts vault. Pretty much all of the actors who played witches, wizards, and magical beings were perfectly suited for their roles. We fondly remember Richard Harris welcoming us into the world as Dumbledore, and how intimidated we were by Alan Rickman's Severus Snape. Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint captured the main trio's personalities perfectly in every appearance.
Holy cricket! You're Harry Potter! I'm Hermione Granger. And you are?
Ron Weasley.
Pleasure.
And even if we talk about Maggie Smith's pitch-perfect McGonagall or Tom Felton's excellent turn as Malfoy, we would barely scratch the surface of great casting choices. Bringing so many perfect actors into the first film guaranteed the audience would follow their characters to the story's end.
I have to go on.
You'll be okay, Harry. You're a great wizard. You really are.
This video is brought to you by Warner Brothers. Own Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on digital and Blu-ray now. After this countdown, be sure to check out our amazing Rube Goldberg machine inspired by Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Link in description.